Hey guys, Llama Grant here. Welcome back to another custom minifig showcase video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at my custom Lego Jojo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7 figures, which is Steel Ball Run. And I was really excited for this one because Steel Ball Run is my favorite part. I absolutely love Gyro and Johnny. They're pretty funny. So I'm gonna do the figures now. So yeah, last episode of this minifig showcase for Jojo, I said that I was going to start giving them accessories again. So I did. They all have accessories now. One of which is a lot bigger than the other accessories. But yeah, we're gonna get to it. So we're gonna start with my first minifigure. First, we have Diego Brando, the Dio counterpart of the part. Here he is. He's got his horse racing helmet and his outfit. All these yellow lines are, drawn on, but they're also actually physically etched into the figure, just to add some more, I guess, detail. And you may notice that I said that I was gonna give them all accessories, but this one doesn't really have one. Well, one, Diego doesn't really do anything that would involve accessories. Originally, I was gonna give him a corpse part, and I made the corpse part, but then I didn't really like how it turned out, so I didn't want to give it to him. So instead, I have this random dinosaur figure that can just sort of be next to him. um, because of what his stand is before it changes. You'd sort of just have his little dino buddy standing next to him. I know it's not a raptor, but it's the best I could do. It's the only blue dinosaur that I have that matches scale wise and works with the figure. I guess if you wanted to, you could have him holding the dinosaur. I don't know why you would want to do that, but I guess you can. Next up is the one I've been talking about for the past couple videos. It takes up a lot of space because of his accessory. This is Johnny Joestar. Now, I don't really have to put him on here. On my giant minifigure display base, I have a little base for him just so he could be able to fit on there. So I'm going to grab that and bring that over here and put that here. So this is the little base I built for him, just simple. And that's just so it could plug into the minifigure stand like everyone else can. Yeah, here's Johnny. He's and his wheelchair. He's got a little map there. It's upside down. But this is a brick built, obviously, wheelchair because I don't have a wheelchair piece. If we take Johnny out of there, you can see here's their wheelchair. You can pretty much put any minifigure in here. I mentioned Part 5 Polnareff not having wheelchair in the Part 5 video, so if I try to put him in here, you could kind of rest him in there. He can't really sit because he doesn't have stud connectors on his butt, but he can just sort of rest in there, I guess, if you fiddle with it a little bit. Of course, Johnny didn't need the wheelchair the entire part, because at the very end, he can walk, so if you don't want him to have that, then no worries. He can still stand on his own. Speaking of on his own, here he is. If the camera, please focus, there he is. There's Johnny. Johnny's interesting. I like his character. His backstory was pretty weird. being he is pretty much just the new Jonathan. But he's different enough from Jonathan to have his own character, and that's why I like him. The way his dialogue bounces off of Gyro's is pretty funny, and I just love them as a pair overall. The next figure we have here is the main villain of the part. We have Funny Valentine. Yay! So here's Funny Valentine. He was pretty simple to make. So is his little prop here, the American flag. I literally just made that right before the showcase because I didn't really have a prop for him. Because what kind of prop do you give to Valentine? You know, he doesn't really use anything. So I thought, hey, I could give him an American flag. In retrospective, I probably could have given each of the figures their own corpse part, relating to how they were used in the manga, but I wasn't thinking about that. But anyway, we have Funny Valentine here. I think he's pretty accurate. He's got his blonde hair, except for a few spots in the back, which is unfortunate. But other than that, works pretty well. Of course, his coat is custom made, just like most of my figures. So he's pretty neat. As a villain in the part, he was alright. I don't like him as much as I like Kira and Dio, or Diavolo, but he's not a bad villain, and I do enjoy him. I love his dojo that he does all the time, and I can't wait to see that actually animated. Can't wait to see Part 6 animated even though Part 6 was one of the parts that everyone bashes, and it tends to be a little less interesting than the other parts, and I have no idea why, but I still like Part 6, and I can't wait for it, Part 7, and eventually Part 8, whenever it ends, to be animated. And last but certainly not least, my favorite character in all of Part 7, we have Gyro Zappelli. Gyro Zappelli, you might be able to tell, I put the most work into, because Gyro holds the mantle as my favorite Jojo character ever right now. Followed by Jojo. He's just awesome. I really like his character. He's really funny. He does some cool stuff. He's the reason Johnny is even able to beat Valentine in the end. But yeah, Johnny here, he's pretty awesome. Wanted to put a lot of work into him. There's his face. His outfit, I tried to get as detailed as possible. He's even got the little steel ball holders, and his accessories are his steel balls. Got his little goggles on his hat and everything. His hair back there. His weird patchy square-esque beard. But yeah, Gyro Man. I really love Gyro. He's my favorite JoJo character, as I said, but he's just awesome in every way. If you haven't read Part 7 or any of JoJo, what are you doing? Go read it. If you don't want to read the parts that are already animated, then I guess you could watch them. Go watch them in that case. And then after that, read Part 6, 7, and 8. 8 is still currently coming out. But they're all good. They're all good. Speaking of Part 8, I will be making figures for that. I just feel like it's a little too early to do figures for Part 8, being the series is pretty young. I have already made Hat Josuke, or Josuke 8, Gappy, whatever you want to call him. I plan on making like Yashuo and maybe Joshu, characters like that. So yeah, I also want to make the Kira from that part. But other than that, this is Gyro, and this is the end of the video. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on any new content from the channel. And I'll see you guys later.